should judge a horse or punish a horse just because they don't like being a servant, you know. And that's what they really are. They're servants. Sometimes the servants are treated really well, and sometimes they're just, you know, treated badly, or they're just treated as livestock, and that's it. But some of us and some horses adjust to servitude, and some of us and some horses don't. That's how I look at it.
The connection that horses have is so interesting because they really do read what's inside of you on an emotional level. So I've had situations where I was really feeling upset about something inside, and I went to visit my horses, and I was trying to put on a happy face because I'm seeing my horses and I don't want to be crabby or something. And so I go down, and there's Annie, and she doesn't want anything to do with me. She doesn't want me to pet her. If I approach her to try to touch her on the neck, she turns away or she walks away. And so what she's telling me is, I see that you're upset and you're pretending not to be upset. This makes me feel really uncomfortable, so I'm just going to leave.
So in 2003, we started a nonprofit to preserve this gene pool, but then it kind of expanded into helping other Mustangs. As long as they were wild horses, they needed help. But we still have two goals here. We have the sanctuary, but we also have this little gene pool of Spanish horses. And eventually, who knows what'll happen there, because we have a group of inspectors coming in to look at them. They may, you know, somebody else may help me take that over. But we had the horses on a different place, and then 2 years ago we moved on to this place. This place is great because we can take people out, they can see what we're doing, we can explain the history of the horses, we can explain what's going on. There we got another group.
Oh, look at this. We've got two down over here. Cindy. I think if you come this way, the light's really nice on them. Ups. Okay, one up.
In 2007, I was still working for a horse magazine, and they had decided that they were folding, so I was forced into a career change. And I had already been photographing wild horses for 4 years, and the idea just popped in my head one day to do the workshops. I had had a lot of people asking me about going out with me and that were interested, and what started off as something very scary, you know, losing a job I had had for 6.5 years, turned it into an opportunity to finally do something that I really loved, you know, was passionate about.
And here we are in America with these incredible Mustangs that people around the world envy. So thank you all for being here. My website is Saving America's Mustangs. I've also just recently purchased land in Nevada, and we have 18,000 acres with 600,000 public lands attached to it, 600,000 acres. So we'll be doing the same thing, creating an eco-sanctuary. Let's help each other. You know, it's going to take many of these around the country, but because of Governor Richardson, you've shown the leadership, and I'm sure there'll be other states that say, you know, we need to do this too. So thank you so much.
I would urge anybody who has a chance to interact with horses to find a way to do that, because they're such amazing beings, and just to see them together in a pasture, I think, would move people to a place of understanding something different about themselves inside. And that if people would just allow them to speak to them in whatever way they can take in, that you would be changed inside, that it would be an experience that would make you feel different inside.